Good morning, everyone. Let me start by asking you a question. Have you ever felt your palms sweating, your heart racing, or even your mind going black-red before taking the stage? If you express this, you are definitely not alone. This common experience is called public speaking anxiety, and nearly everyone, whether students or professionals, has faced it at some point. Today, I want to discuss a topic that relates to almost all of us: the psychological roots of public speaking anxiety and how to scientifically overcome it. Public speaking anxiety is a natural psychological response, not a character flaw. By understanding its causes and learning practical techniques, we can manage it, even channel that tension into positive energy. Over the next few minutes, I will guide you through 3 key areas. First, what triggers speaking anxiety. Second, how it affects us. Third, the methods we can use to overcome it. The psychological foundations of speech anxiety. First, let's understand what speech anxiety is. Psychologists view it as a form of social anxiety triggered by the fear of being judged or rejected by others. Simply put, we fear making mistakes, being ridiculed, or facing rejection. From a psychological perspective, when we step onto the stage, our brain misinterprets the audience as a threat. This triggers the so-called fight or flight response, releasing adrenaline that causes our heart to race, hands to tremble, and mouth to dry. At ancient times, the response helped humans escape danger. In modern times, it makes us dread public speaking. Understanding that this reaction is natural and psychological, not a sign of weakness, is the first step toward overcoming it. Having explored its psychological roots, let's examine its specific impact on speakers. The impact of speaking anxiety on speakers. Public speaking anxiety primarily affects us in 2 ways: psychological reactions and psychological reactions. First are the psychological effects: shaky hand, trembling voice, accelerated heartbeat, dry throat. These symptoms often make it difficult to control speaking pace and emotions. Second are the conjunctive impacts: distracted attention, forgetting content, and even self-defeating thoughts like "I'm bound to make mistakes" or "everyone is laughing at me." These negative thoughts heighten tension, preventing optimal performance even with show preparation. The good news is these effects can be effectively mitigated, as case and laboring out. Self-awareness and slow preparation are key to transforming anxiety into confidence. So, what exactly can we do to overcome this anxiety? 3 strategies for overcoming speech anxiety. Scientific research has proposed numerous methods, but today I will focus on 3 of the most practical and effective techniques: self-preparation and repeated practice. The most reliable approach is self-preparation. When you are truly familiar with your speech content, you reduce uncertainty. The primary source of anxiety: practice multiple times. Rehearse in front of a mirror, record yourself to listen back, or ask friends to act as your audience. Relaxation and breathing techniques. Before taking the stage, spend a few minutes practicing deep breathing. Inhale slowly, hold for a few seconds, then exhale. Gradually, this simple breathing technique lowers heart rate and releases tension. Psychological studies show that just 2 minutes of deep breathing can effectively calm nerves. Positive Visualization training. Finally, practice positive visualization. Picture yourself standing confidently on stage, delivering your speech smooth, while the audience listens attentively and warmly. As Lucas points out, this mental rehearsal helps us associate public speaking with success rather than fear. This positive midst significantly boosts confidence, allowing you to begin your speech with positive energy. Conclusion. Let's briefly recap. We explored the psychological roots of speech anxiety, its psychological and mental impacts, and 3 key coping strategies: preparation, relaxation, and visualization. The core takeaway was public speaking anxiety is a weakness, is a natural psychological and psychological response. We can understand it, manage it, and even harness it to feel better performance. So next time you hear a racing before taking the stage, don't panic. Tell yourself it's just your body charging up to help you perform at your best. Channel the tension into passion and form a genuine connection with your audience, because ultimately great speakers aren't those who never feel fear, but those who learn to speak confidently despite it. Thank you.